when you add the probability, that should be equal to 1. Beta 30, 20, 10, 5, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2. So return is expected. In here, this is without probability. Multiply return into this probability chance, add the figure, that is the mean. Hello my dear student, I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Today I am going to hand Financial Management 4, 6th semester Unit 3, Session 1, B.B.A. in favor of risk and return with probability. So far we solved the problem only risk and return. Now risk and return with probability we are going to do. So what is probability? It's a chance. It's a chance for that. It may happen, it may not happen. So far we not come across. This is called, we are going to find out expected return. We are going to find out the expected return here. No, that is called the probability is considered. So we'll move on to the problem now. So return is expected. Here, this is without probability. Now, calculate the return and risk of the security. Here, they have given, return is given, minus 15. So, what are the steps to do? Multiply return into this probability chance, add the figure, that is the mean. Then, take the deviation to this. First, multiply this and take the deviation, then d square, multiply by the probability and find out the standard deviation. So, you have to multiply one by one. We'll move on to the problem now. Return are minus 15, minus 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Probability P1 0.05, 0.05. What is next one? 0.10. Then 0.15. This is your probability. Then 0.25. Then 0.30. Then 0.10. Then 0.05. So when you add the probability, that should be equal to 1. So 0.1, 25, 50, 80, 90, 0.05, 0.5 is 10, it is 100. So multiply R1, P1. Slowly you multiply. 15 into 0.05, 15 into 0.05, 0.75. Then 10 into 0.10, this is 1. 1.00. 5 into 0.15, 0.75. 10 into 0.25, 2.5. 15 into 0.30, 4.5. 20 into 0.10, this is 2. Then 30 into 0.05, 1.5. Add the figure. This is 1.50 plus 2 plus 4.50 plus 2.50 minus 1 minus 0.75, 1.50 plus 2 plus 4.50 plus 2.50 plus 0.75 minus 1 minus 0.75, 9.50. This is sigma R1 P1 is equal to 9.50. 9.5. Take the deviation from here. 9.5. Take the deviation. Minus 15. Minus 15. Minus 9.4. Minus 24.5. Minus 10. Minus 9. Minus 19.5. 5 minus 9. 4.5. 10, 9.5 means 0.5. 15 minus 9.5, 5.5. Then 20 minus 9.5, 10.5. Then 30 minus 9.5, 20.5. Division. D square 24.5 into 24.5, 600.25, 19.5 into 19.5, 380.25, 4.5 into 4.5, 20.25. Then 0.5 into 0.5, 0.25. 5.5 into 5.5, 30.25. 10.5 into 10.5, 110.25, 20.5 into 20.5, 420.25. Probability 0.05, 0.10, 0.15 multiplied by probability 0.15, 0.25, 0.30, 0.10, 0.05. This and this. PD square 24.5 into 600.25 into 0.05, 30.01, 30.01, 380.25 into 0.10, 38.02. This is 20.25 into 0.15, 3.03, 0.25 into 0.25, 0.062, then 30.25 into 0.30, 9.075, 110.25 into 0.10, 11.02, 420.25 into 0.05, 21.01. This is your PD square. So 30.01 plus 38.02 plus 3.03 plus 0.062 plus 9.075 plus 11.02 plus 21.01, 112.227. This is your chi square, sigma square. So sigma square is equal to 112.227. So standard deviation is equal to root of 112.227. Root of that 10.59%, 593. 10 point, this is the risky. So how to do that? First write the return, then probability chances are there. So the total number of chances is 9.5. Take the deviation, 15 minus, take the deviation, square of the deviation, multiplied by the probability, then make the root of this. Hope you understand this. We'll move on to next problem. So there are two problems here. Two companies are given, which is more risky. Condition: high growth, low growth, stagnation, recession, returns 10, 5, 20, 30, beta 30, 20, 10, 5, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2. Calculate expected return and standard deviation. We'll go with first one. Solution: alpha, then return, alpha return. So 10, 5, 20, 30. This is high growth, 5, low growth, then stagnation, then recession. This is your return, 10, 5, 20 return. This is your return. Then probability 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2. See that they should be equal to 1. Then R1, P1. Ten into 0.3 is equal to 3. So 5 into 0.3, 1.5, 20 into 0.2, 4, 30 into 0.2, 6. Add the figure. This is 50, 14.50 R1P1. R1P1 is 14.50. Take the deviation to the base. 10 minus 14.50, 4.5 minus 4.5, then 5 minus 14.5 minus 9.5, 20 minus 14.5, 5.5, 30 minus 14.5, 15.5, square of this, d square, 4.5 into 4.5, 20.25, 9.5 into 9.5, 90.25, 5.5 into 5.5, 30.25, 15.5 into 15.5, 240.25, 240.25 plus 30.25, then this is multiplied by probability, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2, PD square, 20.25 into 0.3, 6.075, 90.25 into 0.3, 27.075, then 30.25 into 0.2, 6.05, 240.25 into 0.2, 48.05. Add the figure. 6.075 plus 27.075 plus 6.05 plus 48.05. 8 sigma PD square, 87.25. Sigma square is equal to 87.25. Standard deviation equal to root of 87.25, 9.34. This goes in favor of alpha. Same thing we have to do in favor of beta. Now, beta high growth, then low growth, then stagnation, then recession. Then returns are beta 30-20, 30-20, 10-5. This is your return. Probability 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2. Multiply R1, P1, 1 by 1. 30 into 0.3, 9. 20 into 0.3, 6. 10 into 0.2, 2. 5 into 0.2, 1. Add the figure. 9 plus 6, 15, 17, 18. Sigma R1, P1 is 18. Take the deviation from 18. What is the first one? 30 minus 18 is plus 12. 20 minus 18 is plus 2. 10 minus 18 is minus 8. 5 minus 18 is minus 13. This is 30 minus 18 is plus 12. 20 minus 18 is 2. 10 minus 18 is minus 8. 5 minus 18 is minus 13. Square of these. 144. This is 4. This is 64. 169. Then probability 0.3, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2. PD square. So 144 into 0.3, 43.2, 4 into 0.3, 1.2, 64 into 0.2, 12.8, 169 into 0.2, 33.8. 33.8 plus 12.8 plus 1.2 plus 43.2 is 91. Sigma PD square is equal to 91. 91. So, sigma square is equal to sigma PD square is equal to 91. So, standard deviation is equal to root of 91, 9.54. Conclusion. particulars, alpha, beta, or mean, standard deviation. Come back to alpha, beta, it is 18, standard deviation is 9.54. Then come back to alpha, 14.50, alpha 9.34. Your return is more here, your risk is more here. Here, standard deviation of here, beta standard deviation is 9.494. Here, this is 9.45%. So when you compare to the alpha, the beta risk is less. So beta's risk less than alpha, select beta. .5. So standard deviation is called risky, which is the less riskier. Beta is less riskier. Better to select the risky. Here 18, 4.5, and here standard deviation risk is there, 18, 14.50. Beta 9.54, 9.34. Here is just like a 2 point is there, no problem at all. 9.54, your return here. Here see that return 18.2.5. So which is less risky here? We are standard deviation 18, 9.54, 14.9.54. So better to select the beta. See that how we have worked out. You have taken ASCA 10 into 3, make the 14.51. This is here. Take the deviation. 10 minus 14.5 is 4.5. 5 minus 14.5 is 9.5. 20 minus 5, square of that, then multiplied by probability. This is your probability, 0.3, 0.3, then PD square, root of that PD square is this way. This way you have to do that. Whichever have got the more risky, that should not be selected. Which have got a less risky, that should be selected. Hope you understand this point. We'll meet in the next class with another 2 or 3 problems and finalize the problem. Okay, till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.